What's up, everybody? Vincent here, and this is going to be a short video where we're just going to very quickly talk about if the market's going to sell off or if the market is going to go up, and pretty much put you on to some things that you can trade, an inverse ETF pair that you can trade, guys, that goes up or goes down based off of the market condition, what direction it chooses to go. So we're going to do a quick little breakdown. I'm going to give you my 2 cents of what I think is going on in the market, and then I'm going to show you the pair, and then I'm going to explain to you or show you how I like to trade these ETF pairs. Now, of course, guys, quick disclaimer, you absolutely never need to trade anything based off of somebody's opinion, solely based off of an individual's opinion. You only trade what you can understand, what you can manage, and what you can plan a entry, a stop loss, and an exit strategy for, and then also for you to really understand why the price is where it's at right now. Why is the NASDAQ at where it's at right now? You have to understand some type of idea of fundamental data when you're trading something, at least if you want to be an equipped trader that is have a higher chance of success than somebody else. Knowing what to trade in this market and when to trade in this market is essential. Matter of fact, if you know those two things, as long as you have some great risk management strategies and you also know how to peep potential, then you're really going to be set up for success, guys. So that's why I really tell people, hey, make sure that you just don't trade what I'm showing you. This is my perspective. This is my opinion. It's 100% speculative, so you don't have to trade this at all. But if you do see value in it and you do like it, I would advise you to educate yourself on it a little bit more, and then ask yourself the questions that I'm going to ask myself every time I take a trade, which is, hey, is this a good idea right now? So based off of looking at the NASDAQ, we're on the 4-hour 180-day chart, guys. Based off of looking at this, you can see that the market had that huge pullback due to COVID, the initial COVID shutdowns. And then gradually, we've just seen the market just continuously just make higher highs, guys. And now it's starting to look like the market consolidated, tried to push up and hit this resistance at around $1,100. So that's, $11,000. So that's something that we need to consider. Okay, this is a strong resistance right here, right? And it pulled back, and when it pulled back, guys, it dropped immediately and it broke this support, and now it's consolidating right here at this SMA. It's consolidating at this SMA. It looks like it's using this SMA as a potential support, but it doesn't have to. And this is what's the beautiful thing about trading inverse pairs is, guys, you don't have to be a fortune teller. A lot of people think that when they trade these stocks, they have to know if it's going to go up, if it's going to go down. They have to really solidify that decision in their mind, and then they have to commit to it. So then you get in this position where you're trading against the market, and that's a dangerous position to be in as a trader, because you don't ever want to trade against the market, guys. You're going to lose money. You trade with the market. So if the market's going down, you trade what goes up when the market goes down. If the market's going up, you trade what goes up when the market goes up. Guys, it just makes sense. It's common sense. So for example, if I wanted to trade this, I absolutely could identify this support right here as a potential good entry point, right? Or I could be a little smarter and wait for it to break above that resistance, that old support, and that now new resistance, see if it breaks above it. And then once it breaks above it, I can say, okay, now it's showing me signs that it's changing its direction. It's going to make higher highs. I'm going to get in, but I'm going to make a stop loss break. I'm going to make a stop loss right below this support line right here. That way, once it breaks that pattern, I don't know which way it's going to go anymore. I feel better, covering my losses if it breaks this pattern, and that's a great way to plan a stop loss. So as you guys just seen, I just planned the entry point, I just planned the stop loss. Now I know why, and then I back it up with some fundamental data. Why is this price here right now? Well, because the Fed. We know the Fed is pumping money into the market. They're keeping everything, trying their best to keep everything from collapsing. That means giving airlines billions of dollars, printing billions and billions of dollars of relief funds, giving that money, really pushing this PPP program that they have for businesses to take loans, low interest rate loans, and be able to try to keep their business afloat. So it makes sense to why we're seeing this market kind of stay alive. Now, on the opposite end, and this is how you need to think as a trader to be successful. What's going on to make this price go down? Oh, wow, we know that COVID cases are up the wazoo right now, right? We know that some states have just closed, California being one of them, just closed up. And some other states and other businesses like Apple have shut down actual, stores. We're seeing they're passing very strict regulations right now on bars and restaurants, at least where I live, where, you have to be out, guys. Like, you can't sit there no more and chill. We see masks are mandatory, right? Like, things are looking, not anything better quite yet. So that's what I said. Based off of that data, we know, okay, it doesn't make sense why the market could be this high. So with that being said, I know the pros and the cons to where I'm going to trade in the market. And that's how I want you to think as a trader. I want you to challenge yourself to really put some depth of thought into why you're trading what you're trading. And if you're going to trade it, is it going with the market? Are you trading with the market? And how are you going to get in it? And where are you going to manage your risk? Now, let me show you an ETF pair that I like to trade, guys. It's SQQQ. SQQQ goes up when the market goes down. So you've seen that the market has sold off, and you see SQQQ actually shot up 14%. Now, the reason why we have this ETF pair in here, guys, is like I said, as a trader, you don't have to be biased. Matter of fact, the more unbiased you are in this market, the more successful you seem to be, because you can really second guess and challenge your thought patterns. So with this, guys, in the market, you don't have to make speculative guess on, hey, I think the market's going to go up because it's at support right now. You can trade what goes up when the market goes down, and just trade when it makes sense. Trade what makes sense when it makes sense. So like I said, if you were trading the market, if you've seen it break that support and then you caught that, that pullback some more, you would have made some of this margin right here, guys. And this is still potential. We see this is a potential support area right here, and this could possibly be a support for SQQQ to prove that the market is changing its direction. Or it could push up and, really make new highs and get rejected by this SMA, and then change its direction again. The market starts to recover. If that's the case, we go to TQQQ. And TQQQ goes up when the market goes down. If you look at /NQ in the inside your application, and then you go to TQQQ, you're gonna notice, guys, in a really similar pattern. And that's because this trades 100% based off of the NASDAQ, right? So with some added leverage to entice us traders to make good money on it. So like I said, guys, you can trade this, but at the same time, I want you to ask yourself important questions. Do it make sense where it's at right now? If you do get in, where are you going to get in? Why are you going to get in? And where are you going to manage your risk, right? And then the biggest question I need you to ask yourself: when are you going to cover your profits? Because I hear so many people, guys, tell me what they're going to trade, tell me about how much money they're making, or tell me that they're going to make all this money. And then when I ask them, okay, when are you going to take your money out of the position? I'm just going to let it sit and just go to the moon. Okay, so you don't have any liquidity, you don't have any, like, this stuff drops overnight. Like, you don't have any type of, and then too, like, what happens if you make $500 on it, or 1,000, or 1,500, or 15 grand, or 30 grand on it, and you don't cover your profits, and then it gives all that back plus some. And we know in this market that happens very easily, guys. If you've never had that happen to you, I'm sorry for you, for the day that it will, because it happens to every trader, guys. Every trader goes through a significant loss because of their ego, and because of, that battle of just understanding the market does what it wants to do. So trade off of the present. Don't trade off of the past. Don't trade off of the future. Trade off of what you're looking at right now. We only look at the charts. We only look at the patterns to give us indicators and help us with our hypothesis on why we're trading what we're trading at the time we are. But we don't use it as the know-all be-all. So with that being said, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you've seen value in this, guys. Please do me a favor. If you did, hit that like button, guys. It does a lot for me. Makes me feel really warm and special inside, guys. Thank you so much for that. Also, leave a comment below. Tell me what you think, guys. Do you think the market's going to go up? Do you think the market's going to go down? Do you think it's due for a huge pullback, right? Or do you think that it's going to rally some more and things are just going to get more ridiculous for the market? Let me know in the comments below, guys. And then also, lastly, guys, please, 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 if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, or if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button to be notified when I drop new videos and to be welcome to the family, guys. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed this video, and be safe, guys. Trade what you can understand and have a risk management plan and cover your profits. Peace.